Hey guys, thank you for tuning in again. This is Yuli, and I don't know if you know this, but this week is Thanksgiving, and that means it's the week of stuffing and mashed potatoes. So that is why today I'm going to be making low-fat, raw vegan versions of both dishes. I'm going to be splitting up the video into two parts, so if you want to just see the stuffing or just the mashed potatoes, you could fast forward to either of those recipes. Just click in the description below. So first thing we're going to make is stuffing. For this you're going to need 1.5 cups of mushrooms. I use portobellos, but you could use any mushroom you like. Then I have half a cup of walnuts, and I soak them overnight to make them nice and easy for blending. And then I have some parsley and thyme. You could also add rosemary. I have about a tablespoon of herbs altogether. Then I have 1 teaspoon of salt, but I might not use the whole thing. But if you're catering to a palate of people who aren't used to raw food, then definitely go for the whole teaspoon. Then I have 6 scallions that I chopped up, and we're gonna put it in the food processor and make some magic happen. Here we go. And it starts to look like this. Then you can put it in your bowl. Another thing you could add to this is chopped up celery, chopped up cranberries, carrots, whatever you like in your normal stuffing. And something I like to do with this is to stuff mushrooms with it. So over here I have these cute little mini stuffing portobello mushrooms, and what I do is take out the inside like this. Okay. And take out a little bit from the top. And then you should have something like this. And you just stuff it. Ta-da! And it comes out as a super cute little appetizer, or if you get the big portobellos, you could even use it as an entree, put on top of a salad. Hello, friends! Now it is time for recipe number 2. So this is going to be some mashed potatoes. And what you're going to need for this is 3 to 4 cups of cauliflower, some parsley and thyme. You could also add rosemary if you like. I'm also adding a little bit of cilantro because I can't get enough of it. Then I have a 1/4 cup of cashews that I soaked overnight, 1 garlic clove. Again, I have 1 teaspoon of salt, but you can omit it completely or use just a little bit. It just depends on your palate and who you're cooking for. And then I also have about 5 stems of chopped up scallions, and I use only the green part. Then I have the juice of 2 lemons. I use 2 because they're pretty big, but if you have smaller lemons, then use 3. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of nutritional yeast, which gives it a little cheesy flavor, but you can completely omit this. And then I'm just going to crack some black pepper on top just to give it that look of mashed potatoes and a little bit of the taste, of course. So you're just going to dump everything into the food processor, and here we go. And finally, it is ready. I think I got totally hypnotized by watching all that food process that whole time, but it was totally worth it. So I think the reason why This takes a little longer to process. It took me about 10 minutes to process it to get it super creamy. I think the reason why is because there's no oil in this recipe. So usually raw vegan mashed potato recipes call for a lot of oil, which makes sense because it makes it really buttery and creamy. But the thing is, if you just process it for a little longer, it can still be just as creamy without all that extra fat. And actually, I got this idea from my friend Grace at a Fruit Lock this weekend. And she had made cauliflower mashed potatoes, and they were so good. And she had processed hers for 35 minutes. Now that is a work of love right there. But they were so creamy and so delicious. But I think I added a little bit of more lemon to mine, so maybe that's why it only took 10 minutes and not 35. But either way, it is way quicker than making real mashed potatoes and waiting for them to cook and then doing all that stuff. But yeah, look at this, guys. So creamy. And I think they turned out green because I used some scallions. But hey, I love scallions, so I'm gonna use them. So you can garnish this with pepper or scallions, and it'll be super delicious. So now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna make myself a plate. And I'm just gonna use one of these preparation plates because I can. So here we go. We got some stuffing. And some mashed potatoes. Now I'm gonna try it. The stuffing is so good. It's so hearty and filling, but at the same time it's very light. Interesting. And the mashed potatoes. Yeah, this is so good. I am drooling at the mouth. Oh my god. But yeah, make this for your friends and family because it's delicious! And delicious, and nutritious, and it's low fat, and we did it. We made stuffing and mashed potatoes. We made stuffing and mashed potatoes, and it's super, super delicious. Okay. Happy holidays, guys. Have fun, be safe. Love you guys, and thank you for tuning in.